So I was feeling angry earlier. I didn't turn on the Facebook though because I feel like I'm doing way too many of these. But let's just go over that, right? So I was feeling angry and thinking about the situation and just being like, God, I just just wanting him to do something differently somehow, like just just being angry at him for not doing what I want him to do. But that's not useful because that's outside of me. There's nothing I can do about it. So I sat and I feel the feels, right? And like it's like here, the anger gets here for me. I don't know about you guys, but that's where it is for me. It's mother of God hot outside. It's not okay. It's like not. It's muggy. It's not the heat. It's the humidity. But so yeah, I got kind of angry and a little bit like not oh poor me, but like righteous indignation. Let's call it that. I am numero uno for righteous indignation. That's like a self-righteousness. That's a thing for me. That's something I need to work on. Although, okay, you don't know, we won't start there. We're gonna go back to what we were just talking about. So I was feeling angry at him and angry at the situation, and sad, obviously. So sad and anger, and I didn't sleep well, so I was sleepy, and guess what I did? I laid down again and fell asleep for a couple of hours, which I need to be working, and I'm not doing that. And you know what? People who know that I should be working might see this. So, regardless, I want to be honest, right? I want to be honest. I'm gonna do some more work now. I am sweating. I gotta go do some more work now. And I know that there's like an avoidance issue because, there's part of me that says, like, you shouldn't have to do anything. If you're so sad, you should be able to take a vacation. And, like, yeah, that would be nice, right? That'd be nice. But that's not reality. Yeah. So, and then, it's not so much anger anymore as I just started feeling, I guess, you know what started the anger off was me feeling sad. Like I got sad again, like really sad. And, when you're sad and you're hurt, that's when you get angry. Or for me at least, how about you guys? But when I'm sad, not sad, when I'm hurt and I feel like I shouldn't be hurt, sometimes I feel like I should, which is not healthy. When I'm hurt and I feel like someone's hurt me or done me an injustice, I'm not big on injustice. I get very upset about unfairness and injustice. And the fact that this situation as it is unfair and unjust I was going to say something different, but it's an opportunity. It is a growth opportunity, right? Like, okay, so life's not fair. The thing is though, like, I keep thinking that something will change. And it's not going to be, but logically, like, here's the thing. Okay. So like I said, I don't know how, we broke up a bunch of times. like not just recently. It's been several times over our relationship. There have been times, one specifically, but that was back before we were serious. That's when we realized how much we cared about each other. We broke up and then got back together. And then several times during our relationship, it was like, okay, well, this is getting to be too much. This outside circumstance, you know what I mean? Like it's causing a lot of dissonance. We need to wrap it up. And then, before I would move out or whatever, he'd say, no, I don't want you to move out. I want you to stay. And it's like, oh, well, I want to stay too. So it worked out. And just before COVID, I was actually supposed to move out the next day. And my mom, I was supposed to go to my mom's, which was like gonna be real fun, right? Like I was like, oh wow, yeah, I'm gonna get seriously depressed. That's gonna be a bad solution. And she's like, you can't come, your father, you know, the doctor told your father not to leave the house for 2 weeks. And at the time I was doing like Uber and Shipt and stuff like that. So like I was like, I had a storage facility. I had, you know, I mean, like I was packed, I was ready to go. And it was like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to go live in my car. And he, of course, is like, obviously not, you're going to stay here. And so I stayed for another, what was it? March until October. And then I left the house and moved, and that we were gonna break up then. We didn't. And then, you know, time went by and it was like, oh no, okay. I mean, like so many times, guys, like I can't even count how many times. So like the fact that this is the last one does not seem real. And I think it's okay that I feel that way. I think it's valid and acceptable. And I have to accept it, because even if I feel like I shouldn't feel that way and I have to not feel that way, that's the way I feel. And I will work on it as I go through. And, you know, just be more aware of it and keep telling myself, no, that's not what's going to happen. But there are those moments, like when I was earlier today. Oh yeah, that was tough. So when I got sad and I got angry and I laid down, like as I was falling asleep, of course I'm thinking like all these fantasies about whatever, you know what I mean? About whatever. Somehow we end up back together. And that doesn't help. So here's a good lesson. If you're going through a breakup, don't let yourself fantasize about getting back together, because that just makes it harder. Your brain, whatever you're visualizing, your brain thinks it's happened. So it makes it's like another breakup if you keep doing that to yourself. I should not be speaking for you. I should be speaking for myself. But that's the case, right? So you only injure yourself by having fantasies about something that's not going to happen. And you know, it's like, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to say that I shouldn't have said it. And correct myself. But like if something were to happen, and no, I shouldn't say that. Let's just say he is leaving on a trip for like 3 weeks. I know that at some point soon. And we'll be back in mid-July. And I know, as much as I'm going to see, I was about to say try. So by that time, I will be over him. Let's say that. But you know, putting limits on yourself that way is not a good idea. So, you know, I know that there's going to be a voice in my head hoping that when he gets back, it's going to be like, I can't live without you. How could I do such a thing? You know, like just, you know, because I like dramatic scenes. It's a thing. But I can't live thinking or even hoping that's going to happen, because the fact of the matter is the choice has been made, and the reasons for the choice are solid and not changing. So it's like a thing that I have to accept. Last night I was feeling really sad, thinking about him being alone. So I don't want to admit this, but I texted him, and all it said was, like, I just want you to know that you're not alone. I love you and I miss you and my heart is with you. That's all it said. It's not like I was like, I want to get back together or anything like that. It was just, in the moment, and who knows what this was. It could have been wishful thinking, but I felt like he needed me too, because I knew he was, well, I think that he's alone. And I just felt connected to him, and like he needed someone to tell him how much he means to them. So I did that, and he texted back. He said thank you, and then called me my nickname. And you know, I hearted that, and that was it. So, you know, and that's what I expected for it to be. That's not like I was trying to start a conversation. But I'll admit it. Let's be honest. I texted him, but it was not to start a conversation, and I'm not even disappointed that a conversation didn't start. It was just to let him know that someone was thinking of him, and that he's important. So I don't feel bad about that. It's not like we're making plans. It's not going any further than that. That's it. Anyway, so that is the story that I'm going to tell for now. And was there something else I was about to say? There wasn't there? I don't remember. If I think of it, I'll let you know. So right now I'm feeling sad. Like I've had a sad day. Like I was worried about not feeling the feels. You know, and I think that it's kind of, for now at least, moved out of my body a little bit. And I'm realizing that you do feel emotions that aren't in your body. They're just emotions. And I'm trying to figure that out. That's kind of a weird thing. Like I feel sad, and I'm like scanning my body for where the sad is. And it's not anywhere in my body. I mean, it's up here, right? But it's not like a feeling, like a physical feeling. It's like, no, I'm just sad. So I'm not sure how to describe that. But I'm feeling a feeling that doesn't feel. That I can't feel. I'm feeling a feeling that I can't feel. I don't know. There's a lot to figure out here. There's a lot to parse out as I'm learning to cope without losing my shit. So I hope that you're on the journey with me and you're learning to cope without losing your shit. For now, I'll just sign off saying you can always choose to have a grateful day.